Hello, let's do Wordle number 778, and for the linguistics theme, Ella Enchanted suggested shift and spell, and you can read Ella's comment there on screen while I talk about related things. So in terms of shifting, language is always evolving, and I think the idea that it shouldn't and that there should be a strict, rigid concept of a prescriptive language must be relatively new and kind of a side effect of the fact that people did start documenting how words are spelled, how grammar works, trying to make sense of it, and then kind of losing the perspective on the fact that it's originally just describing what people are already doing rather than prescribing what they should be doing with language. So I'm always a proponent of, languages are, in grammar and spelling and all that, they're descriptive, not prescriptive. And that goes along with spelling, where it's actually interesting what Ella said about spelling, but I would say that as long as someone understands what you've written, I don't think spelling is all that important unless you're in some formal setting that where there's sort of this preconceived conception that you need to be spelling words in a certain way, like formal contexts. In school, they're going to make you spell correctly. But I think computers are helping us correct our spelling every time we misspell them. So it's kind of an interesting situation we're in, where if you look at historical documents, before there were dictionaries, people spelled words however they felt like. So it's kind of interesting that now there's sort of this consideration that there's a very rigid way that things ought to be spelled, and that can't change even if the pronunciation of the words change. So pretty interesting stuff. If you have any thoughts about that, you can leave a comment. But yeah, let's start with shift and spell. Of course, this game forces you to spell words correctly, but okay, there's a P and a single L, and the L is not in the last spot either. We're going to try to remember that. Ooh, what are we going to do here? You know what I thought of is pulpy. That's a fun word. I don't know. I think for guest 3, we're allowed to be creative, right? Because it's on guest 4 that you have to start really thinking about getting the good letters. But I think guest 3 is all about just doing something wild to try to get it in 3 because there's always so many options. Pulpy is interesting to me. It actually does help find the P. I think this being a word ending in Y is relatively common when you've got the P and the L available. So it tries another spot for the L. I think it's quite possible. So let's give pulpy a try. Ooh, when that P turned green. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, it's polyp. Wow, pulpy was quite... Polyp would have been very hard had I not guessed pulpy. Holy cow. All right. Well, I think polyp is a word people are going to struggle on today, but I managed to just wander right into it. Very cool. All right. Well, I don't think I could have done a better guess than pulpy other than just going right for polyp, which I definitely didn't think of. Awesome. Well, I'm very happy with that solve. Speaking of spelling, like what is that spelling on polyp, honestly? Let's spin the wheel of themes, see what tomorrow's bringing us. Ooh. Oh. All right. Theme merger, suggested by Bat Hamster Gaming and Vlogs. Do I remember what this was supposed to be? Okay, I'm gonna find the original comment that suggested this and we'll do a cut and I will let you know what this was supposed to be because I don't remember. All right, I found the comment. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna hide this and we're gonna spin the wheel twice, and whatever 2 themes come up, you need to come up with 2 words that connect those 2 themes together in some way. So let's see how this goes. I'm not going to be removing those 2 themes though. Those will still come up naturally. So don't worry about that. But the first one is, oh, that's a Wordle challenges. All right. And the second one is holidays. All right. So 2 words related to the combination of Wordle challenges and holidays. So good luck. Interested to see what you come up with there. And of course, if you enjoyed this content, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.